Yippity doo doo. Yippity doo. Yippity doo doo. Yippity doo. Alrighty. So what we're going to do today then is create ourselves a Bitcoin trading bot, and the goal of the bot is to get into position and stay in that position and collect what are called futures premiums on that position. So say we have, and I mean I've already made videos about how futures premium works. Go to YouTube here and check out our videos. Looks like I can't really see what these are about because I changed all the titles to be clickbaity. Somewhere in here, can I go to my channel studio? I wonder if I did a cash and carry futures arbitrage. No, I have an arbitrage. Well, you can see all of these arbitrage videos that I made, and in these videos I definitely explain what cash and carry arbitrage is. But just for clarity's sake, we'll go to Dearbit. I wonder what my balance is. 0.0013. That's pretty good. It's 11 bucks I didn't know I had. Anyway, so you see that let's take the March 2021 futures into account here. They're trading 92, 96, 54, 56, 47, which is about maybe almost $200 above perpetual prices here. So the thing with futures is that as time progresses towards their expiry, so as time progresses to March 2021, this price here will converge with the perpetual price. So if the price here goes up or down, either way, the March 20, all of these futures actually, by the time they expire, their price will be exactly equal to the perpetual value, which means that we can actually we can buy or long perpetual here and short the March contract, and we would collect per Bitcoin at leverage. We would collect this 200 bucks in difference. Now, if we do that exactly with the same amounts, it's perfectly hedged, and there's actually no risk in doing that of liquidation, because if the price goes up or down, it should remain almost equal, depending on the discrepancy between futures and perpetual. But on an exchange where you don't liquidate until you hit like 100x, like Dearbit here, you can safely do like 10x leverage or so. So what I really want to do is find the code that I will use, and this is my go-to code to use for this type of project. I actually have to email the guy that has keys and say, let's do Dearbit. So GitHub Dearbit sample market maker. Python market maker. We don't really want this, we just want the repo. And then what we'll do is git clone this repo. Actually, I kind of want to fork it. Fork. What did I just do? I broke it. I clicked on forks instead of forking. I don't know why I'm in Origin Protocol, but I guess I own some of their code. Forking, it should only take a few seconds. Alright, then what I want to do is check out this code. Sorry, clone this code. I don't know how to paste in Windows. So to accomplish that step, you would have needed good old git installed. So where did that just go? To my users, Jared, examples, Python. Alrighty, here's my market maker. So this is the sample market maker provided by Dearbit, created by somebody known as Uriel, I believe, although his name's not apparently on this file. It might be on the README at the root. Uriel or Uriel, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Basically, it buys and sells, or longs and shorts, up and down the book on Dearbit. So what we want to do, instead of a market maker, we just wanted to get into position and hold that position. That said, we might want more complicated features. So as a basic POC, we'd want it to get in position, hold position till expiry, recollect the premiums from futures, cash and carry, arbitrage. Arbitrage. I wonder what's going on LinkedIn. Please check your video resolution. Ain't nothing going on my LinkedIn. Alright. So advanced features. So we'd want to allocate among features, because there's usually at least 3 features, if not 4, a percentage of max leverage based on we want to do it based on the percentage of opportunity out of max opportunity. What I mean by that is, say we have perp 912 set at 9163, des at 9232, and March 2021 at 9293. So basically, we need to see how many days are left in each of these. So we're basically at the end of June now. So if you go 1, 2, 3, 90 days. December is going to be what, 6 months? So that's 180 days. And March is going to be what? March. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 months? What's 9 times 30? It's going to be. Of course, it's 270 days. So, what does this equal then? Perps 9112. So we want 163 above 9112. That's 1 divided by 90 times 100. So this is this much percent per day. Just does a spot check. This is what P equals 9232 divided by 912 divided by 180. Sorry, minus 1. Oops, I broke it. So 9232 divided by 9112 minus 1 and divided by 180. I broke it again, man. Guys, I said I broke it, man. Okay, divided by 180. See, I can't see in the dark at you guys. Times 100 is going to be this much percent. So that's actually more advantageous than the first one we saw. Or more opportunity, rather. And this one's going to be 270 days. It's 9293. Oops. 9293 divided by 9112 minus 1 divided by 270 times 100%. This one is slightly more advantageous than all the other ones. So that means that this plus this plus this is our total opportunity. And that means that sept and des March is going to be so what we're finding out now, by the way, with all this stupid math that I'm doing, is times 100 9.77 is the fact that September here is 29% of the total opportunity. And why I'm figuring that out is because of this point here, I wanted to allocate among futures a percentage of max leverage based on a percentage of opportunity out of max opportunity. So what we're figuring out now is the percentage of opportunity for each opportunity out of max opportunity. So, whoops, I wrote that real good. Let's just figure out these other ones. So when we get this in the code, it's going to be automatic, and it's going to be really smart, and it's going to update all the time, because I'm sure these numbers aren't right anymore because the prices have already changed. This is 35.01%, and then March is going to be slightly more than that. Actually, be the difference to 129.77. Let's calculate it exactly. And 35.1. 35.21%. So basically, if I was to allocate my funds, let's say I had $10,000. Let's say I wanted to do it at 10x leverage. That's going to be $100,000. Just as an example, I don't really have $10,000. I would multiply this out by the percentage of opportunity out of max opportunity. And then what I would do is I'd reallocate my funds using maker orders once I'm at the maximum leverage. Because maker orders earn fees, rebates anyways, on their BitMEX and other exchanges. Maker fees earn percent rebate on some exchanges, meaning that they pay you fees to add liquidity. They love liquidity. So let's say we had $100,000. I would point to I would want this much in September at this present spot check, and then again, once it hits max leverage, it's going to go ahead and actually I can figure out these numbers really easily. It's just multiplying by a base 10 here, so it's 35,010 for December, and March is going to be 35,210. So that's what that looks like, not hashtags though, dollar signs. So at that present spot check, I would want this much allocated to these opportunities. And why that is because let's say one of these opportunities skyrocketed, or let's say one of them went very far off from the perpetual price. So let's say we have a fourth future, unknown future, at 2,500 and 360 days. I mean, I don't really have to explain this, but if one of these, let's say one of these was 0.1 instead of a fraction of a percent, it's now a tenth of a percent. That means that the amount of funds we put into that opportunity will be much more than the other two, because once it realizes those gains after however many days, like 270 days or 180 or 90 days, that much more of our portfolio will be allocated to that opportunity. And if we do that dynamically in real time, based on the percentage of opportunity out of max opportunity, then we would win more often than not. We'd win a bigger slice of the pie more often than not. So what this means is this is actually not correct, because we would want $200,000 and $20,000 at 10x average, because we actually want the perpetuals to be $100,000 opposite of these fields. That means that we're perfectly hedged, and that means that prices up and down of BTC doesn't matter on the whole, on the average, because there will be discrepancies among the differences in price. But that's okay. So what am I doing here? I'm making a bot out of this bot here. So this bot will buy up to, and you know this kind of a genius, by the way. But this bot is going to buy up to, where are my, what am I trying to say here? Spread data at the same time, balls. It's up here, isn't it? The contract size is $10. It does a bunch of figuring for EWMA volatility that we don't need anymore, so we'll just get that out of this code by hacking it out here. Min order size is $10, and the contract size is $10. Unless that's 10 contracts, it doesn't specify. I'll have to find that out when I run it. Max layers, we don't need 5 max layers, we just need 3. That's the orders up and down the books as longs or shorts that we're going to enter into the books. Percent limit longs, here we go. Position limit long and position limit short, and percent quantity based. So these three factors here in the default code um, tell us how much we could have on either side of these uh, these longs and shorts. We're going to replace this with a very simple calculation for what our current leverage is and what our max leverage is, and then using this percent opportunity, max opportunity, which is code that I already have, by the way. I've already done all of this in various other bots. Anyway, we're going to use this code here to figure out these percentages, and these percentages will then become a percent of max lev, or leverage. So if we're aiming for 10x leverage, it would be 10 times 0.2977, for instance, for the September future. And then we would eventually hit the max leverage, and then we're just going to readjust our allocations according to the new opportunity that we have. Now it is 9 o'clock. I do feel tired. I think that explaining our plan in this particular video might be enough for today, because as I look at it and plan it all out, there's actually lots of moving pieces, and we might not be able to cover that all in one evening, but that's okay. It gives me something extra to do. I do like extra work. But this is our plan. I wonder if I can add this to our YouTube. Edit our YouTube description. Get rid of this mailing list sign up. Save. Some of your changes couldn't be saved. Do I have internet? Yes, I do. Did that save? No. I don't know why I can't save. I wonder if my stream is even working. Yeah, it is. Look at that. You can see what I'm doing. Anyway, maybe we just do a paste bin. Paste bin. Paste bin. Paste bin. The number one paste tool since 2002. BOC. None. Never. Paste. Folder. Page. This is our paste. You can't even delete your paste unless you sign up, which is kind of crazy. Where am I? So I'm going to throw this at the top here. Our plan. This isn't so much of a dev session as it is a live hack planning session. And we're going to call this number one. And then we're good, guys. We're going to call it quits for today. Number one, guys. We actually just do Bitcoin futures arbitrage bot episode 1. And I'll be back hopefully tomorrow with some more stuff for us to go over. Did that save, guys? Yep, it did. Alright, so that's good stuff. Thank you for everybody that watches this or has been watching this. And like, share, and subscribe. And we will be back in the soon time. Alrighty.